Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Crypto Warehouse. I hope you are all doing well. Today's the 19th of September. It's 11 a.m. Central European Time, 10 a.m. in the UK. We have a packed show. I am alone today. I am not joined by Hollywood. He is having a well-deserved break. He managed to hold up the fort yesterday. So today it's my turn, and today we're going to take a look at Bitcoin. What happened yesterday? Why did it happen? And where do we think it can go from here? We're going to take a look at Link. Link's done quite well in the last 24-48 hours. We're going to take a look at Link. Then we're going to look at some market news, some adoption, some election news, some NFT news, and then at the end of the show, in around about 45 minutes from now, we're going to finish with a quiz. The quiz, for those of you that have never been here before, we ask you a couple of very simple crypto related questions. All you have to do is answer in chat, and you can win. You can either win crypto or you can win a shout out, depending on where you are watching from. So before I begin, a few shout outs to the regulars in chat. Good morning, Anin. I hope Tariq is in here, and Adil and Marlene. I hope you're all doing exceptionally well this morning. Let me know where you're watching from. Drop a comment into chat and let me know what you think is going on with Bitcoin. Now, before we begin and get into the show, we're going to take a quick look at the markets, see what's happening, see where we could possibly be going for the rest of the week. Remember, it's a very, very big week. We are currently in the process of the Fed are going to be coming out again. We need to see what the Fed have to say. There's more news with regards to ETFs, the SEC. It's just one of those weeks where everything seems to be happening at once. So before we get onto it, let's have a quick look at the markets. As predicted, we are still at this magical mark of 27,000 for Bitcoin. We're going to have a look at that. That's going to be the first thing on the show. Market cap is still 1.05, 1.06 trillion. It's stuck at that now for some time. The volume is up a little bit. Bitcoin dominance is stuck at 48%. Remember, there's different ways nowadays to measure Bitcoin dominance. There's including and excluding stable coins. In my humble opinion, we should not be including stable coins in the Bitcoin dominance. They are not a cryptocurrency. They shouldn't be part of the cryptocurrency market, and they shouldn't be included. So 49% on the nose for Bitcoin, and Ethereum is coming in at 18.5%. If we look at the 24-hour gainers, we have eCash, GMX, Stacks, Solana's up reasonably well. VeChain, if we go down, nothing really has lost a lot of value. 2.5%, 3%, neither here nor there for the markets. And I expect massive volatility for the rest of the week, given what's going to happen. Now then, before we get into the Bitcoin chart, we have an article. What we do on this channel is we're a bit of a hybrid nowadays. We do some TA, we do token reviews, we also do the news, and when we do the TA on certain projects, we make sure to try and find an article that's relevant to that project, so you have some idea what the project is and what we're talking about. Obviously with Bitcoin, we all know what Bitcoin is, so we're going to take a look at what this analyst thinks is happening with Bitcoin. Remember, there's nothing better than looking at what people predict for Bitcoin. Some people predict $1 million, some people predict $10,000. Always good to take on board other people's opinions when carrying out your own research and when deciding what to invest in. Before I go any further, I just need to drop a box. Thank you, Haya and Art Code. We will get into the show. Give me 1 second. I will drop a box now, and then we will carry on, go through this article, and then have a look at the Bitcoin charts. Go. Okay. So why does this person believe that we are about to go parabolic? And who is this individual? So Rect Capital told his 352,000 followers on the social media platform X that Bitcoin could rally above $80,000 in the month following its next halving event. The halving event, which cuts the miners' rewards, is expected to take place in April. I, for some reason, have got it into my head that this is going to happen in May. I don't know whether I think it's the last week in April, the beginning of May. I don't know, but I've always believed it's May. So he says, hang in there and make the most of any deeper downside in this pre-halving period. You won't want to miss out on the post-halving parabola. Bitcoin continues to form lower highs. Would BTC fill the CME gap at $20,000? If so, the possible path could be consolidation to the apex of the black triangle before finally breaking out close to the halving. Looking at the chart, he seems to suggest that Bitcoin will confirm the triangle breakout in April, followed by a rally towards his long-term target. Bitcoin is 26.6 at the time of writing. I think it's currently 27. Now, what I would say about this, if I bring up my chart, is every few days, probably every 3 or 4 days, I will bring up the Bitcoin chart to try and explain a little bit about my thinking on Bitcoin. Now, first of all, for those of you in the Telegram group, which I'm not going to mention, we had 2 options yesterday. And we had the option of peace, or we had the option of war. And the bears and the bulls decided on war. What happened very simply was, as predicted, we came up to the bull market support band. Look what happened last time we came up to the bull market support band. We bounced off it, we wiggled around a little bit, and then we came crashing down. So what does this mean for Bitcoin? Well, we are at 27.1 right now. It looks as if we are going to do something similar and possibly do this again. That could be the next course of action for Bitcoin. Why do I say this? If you look at Bitcoin over the previous, let's get rid of these. If you look at Bitcoin over the previous cycles, we've done one of 2 things with the bull market support band. We've used it as support, and for those of you that have been here before, you've seen me talk about this. We have broken up, we've come down, we've used it as support, we've used it as a springboard. It's bounced us up, we've trickled along, we've used it as support, we've trickled along, and then occasionally we do what we've done now, which is break down. So that is what we use the bull market support band for support, and it helps us reach higher highs. In the past, we go further back, what you will see is we have struggled to break. We go all the way through here. If we take this period, for example, what's happened with Bitcoin is we broke down, as we have done, we bounced, we've fallen down. We've tried again, we've fallen down. We've tried again, we've fallen down. We broke it for a very short period of time and we fell down and down and down. So the bull market support band really is the line in the sand that we want to get past. And if we look at where we are now, we are attempting to break up, but I don't think we've spent long enough beneath the bull market support band. So we're kind of trapped between the devil and the hard place. So if you take my very rough examples of where the bull market support band is going to go in the next few months, and then you look at this line here, this $25,000 line, this is my kind of support, and it's long-term support. If you look in the past, we've had it as resistance, we've had it as support, and we've had it as support. So 25,000 is a very, very, very important line for us. So what could potentially happen is we could retest again today and fall down and down and down, potentially hitting the 25,000 mark again. And that's when Bitcoin needs to decide what's it going to do. Is it going to go back up, or are we going to see lower lows? Well, first of all, I am not a huge, let's switch out a bit, get us on some better directions. Now, if we look at the volume profile, we have three milestones, one positive and two on the downside. These are large groups of liquidity that are available to the bulls and the bears. So what do we have up here? We have roughly, I would say, 30,000. So 30,000 is our higher target, if you like. 30,000 is not only a good target in terms of price action, it's another 15% from where we are up. But also it's a psychological barrier. What you tend to find, especially with Bitcoin, is we have certain areas where Bitcoin likes to hang around, and they tend to be psychological as well as chart based. So $30,000 could be the first line in the sand, and if you look at what's happened in the past, we broke above it, we couldn't hold it, we came down. We broke above it, we couldn't hold it, we've come down. So 30,000 really is a good line in the sand for us to get to. But then on the downside, where do we have on the downside? We have 23,000 and we have 20,000. And if you remember from the article we've just read, we have the CME gap down here. So this long-term support at 25,000 needs to hold. But if it doesn't hold, where are we going to go? We're going to go to 23 or 20,000. So prepare yourself mentally for this. If you're new to crypto, what tends to happen is people will panic. People will panic and they'll think, right, what should we do? What should we do? A second. And this is kind of the mindset of people. If we break up towards 30,000, people are going to buy. They're going to buy up here. That's a really bad B. People will buy here because they think it's going to keep going up. But it's completely the wrong thing to do. You shouldn't be buying up here. You should be looking at what's happened in the past and realise that this is resistance. So this is where you sell in the short term. You sell at 30 to 32,000. But then what happens if we do get rejected, which I'm expecting, and we do come down to 23,000? People will sell. And people are sell. These are the sharks. These are the bulls or the bears. Bulls and bears, they flip, which are waiting to buy your Bitcoin. And they are looking at buying from you at $23,000 and $20,000. This, for all we know, could be BlackRock. Both of these could be BlackRock. So what happens is, well, when you should be selling up here, what you actually start to do is you panic and you think, oh my God, it's going down. And you sell here, you sell here, and you sell here. And then you have, I don't know what you want to call it, seller's remorse. And you realise that when the price goes back up to 27,000, that you've sold at the wrong time. So you need to mentally prepare yourself for the fact that Bitcoin could go to $23,000 or $20,000. Just have that in the back of your mind. If we do get to $20,000 or $23,000 and you have money sitting on the sidelines, put in buy orders. Follow the whales. Put a buy order in at 20,500. Put a buy order in at 23,500. Look at what the whales are doing and copy them. Put a sell order in at 29,000. Let's say 29,500. So sell here and buy here. That's what the whales are doing, and that's why they become whales, because they buy low and sell high. And what tends to happen is people get greedy and they buy here and they sell here. So mentally prepare yourself for the choppy waters. The Fed could come out today and be very, very hawkish. It's not today, sorry, tomorrow and Thursday. Be very, very hawkish, which will drive the price down, and you will be stuck. So that's where I am with Bitcoin. We got rejected. If you wonder why we got to that target and we got rejected, we reached the bull market support band and we got rejected. We're about to approach the bull market support band again. We're probably going to get rejected, and if you look, we have this kind of downward pattern. So what could happen is we could come down to here, and this could be the inflection point. So just take all of those things into account. Remember, our job on this channel is not to make you rich, it's to try and stop you from becoming poor. That's our mission in life, and that's telling you not to buy NFTs, that's telling you not to sell when there's blood on the streets. That's your best buying opportunity that you will get for Bitcoin. Believe you me, whether you buy Bitcoin at $23,000 or $20,000, it's not going to make a massive difference when Bitcoin is at $95,000. Just bear that in mind. You're buying assets. Even if you buy today, even if you buy at $27,000, you're still looking at potentially a 3.5x, 4x maybe, from where we are now. Just bear that in mind. It's something that a lot of people who are new to crypto get scared about. They don't know why the prices are moving the way they're moving. And then when you look at the charts, it makes perfect sense. You have the volume area. Where's the volume area? The volume area, 2 big below, 1 big above. You have the bull market support band. You have the Fibonacci levels. You have the RSI. There are very simple things that you can learn over time that will help you understand the markets. That's all we try and do, is try and protect you from what's going on. Now, we are going to take a look at Link. Link is another very, very good project. I'm a huge fan of Link, and for the record, I hold a bag of Link. Let me just update the menu, which I haven't been doing. Hi Marlene, did I miss something? No, you haven't missed anything yet. Nothing's happened in the news as far as I can see. All I've done is just go over the bull market support band, areas of resistance, areas of support. You haven't really missed anything apart from me not updating the menu, which I've just done now. So I do apologise. Remember, if you are watching, wherever you're watching from, if you like what we've said, smash the like button. Remember to give us a follow wherever you are. Greatly appreciated. It tells us that you are big fans. Hello, Sophia. Welcome to the show. Remember, we are new on some platforms, so we would appreciate the support. We are not new on other platforms, and we have hit some big milestones recently, which I'm very happy about. So as I've just said, I'm big on Link. It's in my, I have a $15,000 to $1 million portfolio. And what that means is I've got a portfolio that has $15,000 of crypto in it that I intend to grow to $1 million over potentially the next 2 or 3 bull runs. Part of that portfolio contains XRP and Cardano and Bitcoin and Ethereum, but it also includes Link. I've got a very interesting chart to show you about Link, but before we get on to that, I'm just going to show you some news regarding Link. The Link token from Chainlink, the decentralized Oracle network built on Ethereum, is soaring more than 10% on Monday amid new partnerships with traditional financial institutions. It's now just over $6.80. We don't need to know about that. So on Monday, Chainlink's co-founder Sergey Nazarov spoke at Swift's Global Financial Services Network event. Sibos Nazarov and Nigel Dobson, banking services lead at Australia and New Zealand Banking Group. Now, just remember one thing. We spoke a few weeks ago about how the Australian and New Zealand banking system were trying to strangle crypto. Remember, do as they do, not as they say. While they're trying to keep you out of crypto, they are trying to get themselves into crypto to then offer you the, in speech marks, safest service available. So while they're trying to stop you from buying Bitcoin and Ethereum and Link, they are at these conferences with those very same companies. And all they want to do is get as big a slice of the pie as possible. Like I was saying before with regards to Bitcoin, those 2 huge buy orders at $20,000 and $23,000 could be BlackRock. Could be BlackRock. BlackRock would love a $20,000 Bitcoin. It's a lot better than buying a $30,000 Bitcoin. So Chainlink and Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation, which processes much of the trading in US markets, announced a collaboration on Swift's blockchain interoperability project back in June. On Wednesday, ANZ also used Chainlink's CCIP to complete a cross-chain purchase of tokenized assets with ASDC. So on-chain data from Spot On-Chain shows that 4 Chainlink wallets unlocked and transferred 18.75 million Link, worth $117 million over the weekend. About 15 million Link tokens were deposited to crypto exchange Binance, and 3 million were sent to multi-sig addresses. Now, for me, you have sexy crypto and you have unsexy crypto. Unsexy crypto is Quant, is Link, is Graph, it's even XRP to some extent. They are what I call unsexy crypto. They don't get the juices flowing, they don't get the blood flowing, because what they do is they provide the backbone for the blockchain to work. And I don't mean work as in, secure the blockchain. I mean they provide information and they provide for people to understand how things work. Oracles, payments providers. If you look at Quant is like glue. Quant and XRP. I'm not going to bring up the chart now, we don't have time, but there is a very interesting chart that I made in my Quant video that I made a few months ago. And Quant ties together all of the payment solutions around the world. It's the glue. It works alongside XRP. Link is moving into that field. So you have Link and the other two, and again, they're not sexy, but recycling wasn't sexy 30 years ago, and now it's huge. Link is going to be used on an institutional level. So forget buying NFTs with STONER and Ethereum. This is where the money is going to go, because this is what's going to power the integration between Web3 and Web2, which is what we want. People who talk about removing banks, removing financial institutions, they don't know what they're talking about. You're never going to get rid of banks. You're never going to get rid of financial institutions. Crypto exchanges, crypto blockchains, crypto projects have to work hand in hand with banks, with governments, with everything else, because that's how it's going to work. Everything else that you hear is just clickbaity titles. That's not how we're going to work in the future. You need to have collaboration between the different parties. That's how it's going to work. You also need multiple ways for people to access blockchain and crypto, and that's through having it as part of their portfolio with their bank, having it in their ledger, cold storage wallet, having it in their crypto exchange where they've got it based. You need to have multiple ways of entry to crypto. Even the Coinbase and BlackRock deal might look like they're trying to create a gated community, but we have to allow these types of institutions to come into crypto, or we're never going to get anywhere. Now, the Link chart is, I mean, the worrying thing is we've been putting in lower highs since June last year. Lower highs are never a good thing. But also, apart from this instant here, we've been putting in lower highs and higher lows. And we have the most almighty liquidity here at the point that we are touching, which is $6.90. So Link, you could classify Link as maybe a slightly more volatile stablecoin, because if you go back to June last year, it was pretty much at the price it is now. It hasn't moved in a year. Look at what's happened to the markets in the last year. Alts are down all over the place. Alts are down. Bitcoin is up. Ethereum is down. Everything's up and down. But Link just carries on its own path. Now what we have seen is we have our own little breakout. So we broke up, we came down, we broke up, we keep touching this line. So where could we go for Link? That's the question that everybody cares about. Well, first of all, this price here, if we're looking at support, $5.85. $5.85 is heavy support. Yes, we did break down it occasionally, but not for very long. It really does look like this heavy support. On the way up, where could we go? Well, if we carry on with this same kind of trajectory, we could get to $8.10 maybe on this price. Or if we use the fib level, $8.43. So $8.10 to $8.43, which is a good 20% up. But it's an unusual chart. It's an unusual chart for crypto because it's just so stable. But put it this way, if you knew Link was like this, what would you do? Sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy. I sound like a stuck record. Sell, buy, sell. And you see the pattern there. So if you are in the Link army, you know as soon as it touches this fib level, it's a good opportunity to sell. And if you touch this kind of descending lower highs, you know where to sell. So you know you should be selling at $8.30, and you know you should be buying about $5.80, $5.90. You can be making 20% profits every, let's have a look, November to, that's not even a month, is it? February, so that's a month, that's a month, that's 2 months, a month. So if you know this Link chart looks like this, and you know it follows these patterns, there's two things that are going to happen. You're very unlikely to have a breakdown below these levels. That's the first thing. We've come through the bear market. We're very unlikely to see massive downward action. So what's the worst case scenario? The worst case scenario is that you buy here and then we just go off to the races. That's not going to happen though, because no matter what we want for Link, Link has to follow Bitcoin like everything else. So even if you did buy at $5.90 and sold at $8.50, you take your profit, your 20% profit, wherever it is, and if it does absolutely catastrophically explode off into the distance and reach $10, I mean, if we go back in time, you're looking at the last bull run. I mean, look how consistent Link has been since May last year. Look at that range it's been stuck in. So I don't think we're going to see a parabolic takeoff any time before April. So you know that for the next 6 months, you can take profits, sell, buy, all the way along. Remember, everything I say is not financial advice. It's not meant to be financial advice. Do your own research. I'm only telling you what I'm seeing in the chart, and the chart for me looks like you can be doing a lot of trading over a relatively short period of time to either build up your bag of Link or potentially make profits to put into Bitcoin or whatever else it might be. So that's Link in a nutshell. I like that chart. It's unusual for crypto, like I said, very unusual. Now, moving on to the news. I need to drop another box. Hello, Nasmax, welcome. Good morning, Andy. A few shout outs. XRP will be next bull run. I have made a video about XRP, Marlene, and I predict $3.50 to $5 in the next bull run. I'm not going to predict, $689 or whatever other crazy people predict. I think last week on the stream we covered, somebody predicted a $20 XRP. That would give it a $1 trillion market cap, which I don't think that's going to happen. So I'm just going to put a box down and then we will carry on. Okay, 1 second. We are running a little bit behind, but it doesn't matter so much. There's no rush today. Remember, wherever you're watching, hit the like button. Let us know you're there. Let us know what you think about the price of Bitcoin. Where do you think it's going to go? What do you think about Link? Do you like Link? Do you hold any Link? Let us know. Safia won the quiz yesterday. Well done. Right, okay, let's carry on. So, this is related to the stuff we've been talking about today. So, James Butterfield has suggested that the capitulation phase may be near. Now, I don't know whether I necessarily agree with him. Institutions continue to serve at the behest of the bears. According to the latest reports, Bitcoin was the most sold digital asset, making $45 million worth of outflows. I mean, that is peanuts. Head of research for CoinShares considers it the most loved investment product as it drew inflows worth $12 million over the last month. I mean, these aren't even worth mentioning. The FTX sales that are going to happen over the next couple of months, that's $200 million a week. I mean, even that is a fraction of the market. Numbers showcased by Ethereum have baffled Butterfield, who wrote today that despite attractive investment fundamentals and high demand for its staking yield, Ethereum continues to be of lesser interest to institutions, as it would be. Apparently it's plagued by a decidedly negative sentiment amongst institutions. The same goes for Ethereum. I don't know whether I believe we're close to the end of the capitulation phase. That's about the only thing I agree with him so far. I mean, these are tiny amounts of money. You know, even $455 million over 9 weeks is pennies. It's absolutely pennies. $50 million a week is nothing. Germany and Canada, yeah, I mean, to be honest, we are behind. I don't really want to spend a lot of time on this. It's a storm in the teacup. If we take a look very quickly, look at the Bitcoin volume in the last 24 hours. It's 15 billion. So what he's talking about is a weekly outflow of not even 1%. It's a fraction. Let me bring up that Bitcoin chart. 1 second. Let's just pause the show. Let's just pause the show for 1 minute. Because look at that. Look what happened yesterday. We wicked up there. We are in exactly the same place. We are sitting on the bull market support band of Bitcoin. Now, remember what I said is that we could get rejected and come straight back down to this line. Or do we break? I don't think we're going to break. I think we need to maybe look at the... I mean, no matter how you look at that, we are literally sitting on the line that I have drawn. We are on that line. That's the 1 hour chart. So are we going to break through? We tested it yesterday. We got rejected. We came crashing back down. If we do come down, we're going to come down to 26.8 where we were. So I'm going to keep that open in the background. Yeah, we don't need to read any more about this capitulation phase, so we will look at adoption. And we will keep an eye on that. Let me know in chat, are we going to break the bull market support band? which is up here at 28,000. Is that? Yeah, 28,000. Do you think we're going to break this bull market support band, or do you think we're going to come crashing down? So in chat, type up or down. Let me know what you think in chat. Something in my eye. That's not helping me. All right, let's crack on with this. Grassroots crypto adoption being led by lower middle income nations like India, Nigeria and Ukraine. Why do you think that is? The global economy has endured many challenges over the past few years. Following the outbreak, we've all witnessed unprecedented levels of inflation as well as a lot of economic uncertainty. It's no secret that the crypto and blockchain space has been impacted by these issues, along with the spectacular collapse of large platforms like FTX, Three Arrows, Capital, Celsius and many others. According to the World Bank, high-income countries such as the US, UK, Saudi Arabia, upper middle-class nations, including Argentina, China and Russia, amongst several others. Lower middle-income countries such as these and others... Right. There is one key segment of nations where grassroots crypto adoption has seen a considerable strong recovery than anywhere else in the world. According to the report from the blockchain firm LMI, countries have seen fairly steady crypto adoption. As explained in the research report, LMI nations are usually countries on the rise, with fast evolving, rapidly expanding industries and populations. How long? It's not that long, thank the Lord. The report mentioned that if LMI nations are the future, then the data from chain analysts suggests that crypto is going to be a major part of that future. That, along with the fact that institutional adoption, mainly led by organisations in high-income nations, continue to gain traction even during the extended crypto bear market. Now, what I would say about this, and I say this all the time, is that the amount that crypto will change your life is a spectrum. It's a spectrum based on your financial circumstances. If you happen to live in Scandinavia, you will benefit from the increase in the value of Bitcoin and Ethereum, whatever else you might buy. If you happen to live in Nigeria or another African nation, what you will find is that the banking system there doesn't like and doesn't help the country. It's elitist. Some people suggest it's possibly slightly corrupt. I'm not going to suggest that. And crypto gives you another way to grow your business, grow your wealth, because it takes transactions out of the banking system and puts them into crypto. So you can buy and sell your wares using Doge, Bitcoin, whatever else it might be. And not only does it do that, it gives you the opportunity for the first time that you might never have had, because other types of banking haven't allowed you to do this in the past. A lot of nations, remember, they trade using mobile phone minutes, which is a cheaper way than using the banks. So I am not surprised, India, Africa, even the Ukraine, I'm not surprised that the adoption rate has been so high, because it gives them a completely different way to market, to sell, to buy, to interact, and to join the human race. Remember, it's very difficult to get things done in life without a bank account. So for me, on the sliding scale of impact on your life, if you are from a poorer country, you are going to benefit more from crypto. And that's what it's really about. At the end of the day, your nation might have raging inflation, but if you'd have bought Bitcoin in January instead of holding your own currency, you could potentially be 300% up by now. So it's always good to read these articles, because I expect these countries in the future to be massively into crypto, and that's a good thing, not from the point of view of crypto, but from their point of view. Now we will move on we are going to run out of time. So let me update the menu. Hello, I believe that's the Colombian flag. If I'm wrong, or is it Ecuador? I can't see. You are all welcome. Right, update the menu. Again, this isn't a big article. We don't need to spend too long on it. Basically, that digital assets. Talked about this before. There's potentially 4 candidates for the US election. The Democrat side, Kennedy is pro-crypto, and on the Republican side, Trump and DeSantis are both pro-crypto. DeSantis has gone, DeSantis and Kennedy have gone as far as to say that CBDCs will not be allowed in America if they win the election. So they've gone a little bit further than just talking about crypto. They are talking about CBDCs as well. It actually mentions that in the article. So Tom Emmer, the majority whip of the US House of Representatives and crypto proponent, says that digital assets have become a sleeper issue, both at state and federal levels. It's politically potent regardless of your persuasion. Democrats, Republicans and others believe that your personal information is supposedly to be your own and you get to choose how you share it. 100% agree. At least 3 candidates from both the parties have taken a public position on CBDCs for the 2024 race. We have a whole host of laws and regulations that say when you have to disclose, what you have to disclose, but it shouldn't just be a blanket statement on CBDCs. The US government can do a central bank digital currency if it's open, permissionless and private. It has to emulate cash. I wholeheartedly agree. So the long and short of this is that we're going to have a sea change in America. Whatever happens, in my opinion, and I am politically agnostic. I am not Democrat or Republican because I don't live there, so I can comment neutrally. Of the 4 candidates, Biden is the only one who in the last 3 years has done its best to hinder the development of crypto in America. Whether we get Kennedy, DeSantis or Trump, all of them to some degree will be more pro-crypto. And America, if it doesn't act soon, is going to miss out because everybody is leaving America, especially to do with crypto, blockchain technology. They're all leaving. They're going to Europe, they're going to the UK, they're going to Asia, they're going all over the world, everywhere except America. I suppose it could be ABA, anywhere but America, and that's simply down to the political party that's in power and the head of that political party. So it's going to be big news whatever happens. And don't forget, Russia, China, India, Brazil, Saudi Arabia, they're all adopting blockchain technology. So irrespective of America, it only makes up 5% of the world population. 90% of the world is pro-crypto, and we need to remove this fixation with America from our thinking. But we do want them on side, because then we'll have a unified global crypto adoption phase of maybe 3 or 4 years where everything starts to look at integrating blockchain to one degree or another. Now then, we are very, very close to running over. It's trying its hardest. What did we get to? 27.5. I don't think it's going to break it again. I don't think it's going to break it again. Okay, so we'll get through this article and then we'll crack on with the quiz. Remember, the quiz is a bit of fun. It's not meant to catch you out. It's not meant to trick you. It's just meant to be a bit of fun. To make questions that you don't know. Now, Mila Kunis, I don't really know much about her. I've seen her in a few films. She was in something called Bad Mums. That was quite funny. I think she's married to Ashton Kutcher, or was she? Has she divorced Ashton Kutcher? I don't know. Anyway, so Mila Kunis, we're going to have a look at her next. Remember to drop comments wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Let me know. Do you fancy Mila Kunis? Do you want Bitcoin to $28,000? Just drop a comment in chat. I do read them. You might not think I do, but I do read the comments. And some of them I can't read out, but some of them are quite funny. So yeah, let me know what you think. So, major NFT marketplaces removed Mila Kunis' Stoner cats following the SEC charges. This was always going to happen. So, OpenSea, Blur and Rarible have taken down the Stoner Cats NFT project following charges filed by the SEC. They sold in 2021 and have been available for trading across all major NFT trading platforms. However, as of now, there are no active listings, while Rarible has removed the project from its site entirely. OpenSea still has the page, but the marketplace has reportedly confirmed that Stoner Cats can no longer be bought or sold. LuxRare and X2Y2 continue to support Stoner Cats. So what are they worth? 6.6 ETH? What's that? $100 maybe? Stoner Cats was co-created by Mila Kunis and developed by her Orchard Farm production studio. Sold Ethereum NFTs that granted access to a 6-episode web series featuring animated cats indulging in related adventures. The project garnered significant attention due to the involvement of notable celebrities like Ashton Kutcher, Chris Rock, Jane Fonda, Seth MacFarlane and Ethereum founder Vitalik Buterin, who lent their voices to the characters. It sold and generated over $8 million, and the creators also earned more than $20 million from the secondary market sales. Why on earth are they being accused of selling securities? Oh. So they've paid a $1 million fine. The creators agreed to a cease and desist order and to pay a $1 million fine, which will establish a fair fund to reimburse investors. What? The project... Oh, $97. I wasn't far off by saying it was $100. Okay, now, this is why I said at the start of the show, or at the beginning of the show, our job is not to make you rich, it's to try and stop you from becoming poor. One of the things that we don't like on this channel are NFTs. We don't like them not because they don't have a future, they do. NFTs are going to make up a massive part of our future, and we're not even going to realise they are. But from the point of view, if you buy an NFT, 99 times out of 100 it will go to a tenth of its value. So you're going to lose money on it. Secondly, you run the risk of being part of a rug pull. So that's when the creators sell the NFTs, promise the earth, and then run away. In this instance, and everybody knew this from the start, if you bought one of these NFTs, you could watch the TV show. Now, for me, that's not a security. A security is an asset. It's something that you buy and you hold, and it's got a performance. It can go up and down in value. Commodities are different. Gold is mined, silver is mined, oil is mined, farmers produce yield, whatever it might be, they're commodities. In this instance, it's like a membership. So you buy the NFT, and that gives you entry to the website to watch the TV show. How on earth is this possibly a security? And that's why I think people need to avoid NFTs. Not because I don't like them, because the market is just so vague, especially in America. Anyway, enough of that. I'm going to leave this chart on while we do the quiz. And we can close all of these things down now. and we can crack on with the quiz. So what do you have to do to take part in the quiz? It's very simple. You just type the answer into chat. That's all you have to do. I appear to have accidentally... Give me 1 second. There we go. Right, back to where we were. So I will ask a series of very simple questions, crypto-related questions. All you have to do is type the answer into chat and you will win. Now, it's going to be very difficult to do this because there are lots of people spamming the chat at the minute. So while I ask the question, don't forget to smash the like button, the love button, whatever you have in front of you, and get ready for the questions. Some of them are easy, some of them are very straightforward. You're all going to know the answer to some of these. Some of them are a bit more tricky. We always start off with an easy one. And the easy one today is to do with Bitcoin. And the question is very simple. Is Bitcoin proof of work or proof of stake? All you have to do is put POW or POS into chat. That's it. That's all you got to do. POS or POW into chat. And I will tell you if you have that right or wrong. Is Bitcoin proof of work or proof of stake? Let me know what you think. Lots of people getting this one right, but it is an easy question. For those of you that don't know, POW, proof of work, is where there are lots of big computers around the world called miners who solve mathematical equations, which then help secure the blocks that are added to the blockchain, and in reward for doing that, they get a block reward. Proof of stake is where you have validators, where you can stake your cryptocurrency to those validators and they get paid a reward for validating the blockchain. So proof of stake or proof of work? The answer is proof of work. Congratulations to Eagle Wings, Just a Good Man, congratulations Russivan, Sinbad, Marlene, Andy, Tariq, congratulations, you're all right. The answer is proof of work. Now, they might get, just so you know, they might get a little bit harder. Don't worry, you can either copy somebody else's answer, or you can wait for me to give you the answer at the end. And the other thing I do is I try to, it's very difficult to ask questions and which are different because you don't want to confuse people with too difficult a question. So, what is the name of the native token on the Tron network? So just give me the 3-character ticker of the name of the token on the Tron network. All you have to do is type that into chat and you will be a winner. Right, there. Loads of people getting this one right. Congratulations. We are stuck. I'm going to make that time frame a little bit lower. Let's do a 15-minute time frame. There we go. That's a little bit better. Be a bit clearer now. We are fighting away at that line, aren't we? 25 correct answers so far. 29. Now we're talking. Remember, If you like crypto, smash the like button once. If you love crypto, smash it 5 times. Right, 29 correct answers. In total, Jace, Izzy, Ruben, Stephanie, McFlorin, Andy, Marlene, Andy, a few other people. Congratulations to all. The answer is TRX. TRX is the native token of the Tron blockchain. Very simple. Remember, the answer has to be in lowercase. You won't win if you mistype it either. Next question. Also, let me know in chat, do you want easier or harder questions? If you want harder questions, I will ask harder questions. I do not mind. Okay, next question. What is the first name of the founder of Cardano? So in chat, tell me the first name only of the founder of Cardano. What is he called? There's a lot of people typing the answer and they're all wrong. Eagle Wings is correct. He's the first person to get that right. I'm going to tell you something. He's not called Charlie. He is not called Charlie. Coffee time, I think. Well done, everybody that got that right. Addy, Lucy, Mose, Andy, No Turd, Jace, McFlorin, Eagle Wings. Congratulations to you all. Remember, if you type the answer in and you get it wrong, I'm not going to make fun of you. I'm not going to read your name out. It's fine. But if you do get it right, I will read your name out. The answer was Charles. Charles Hoskinson is the founder of Cardano. Very simple question. Next one. Okay. This is a tricky question. And this is for the OGs in chat. So I'm only going to do. Actually, no, I'll keep that. So this is a very difficult question. You're only going to know the answer if you've been in crypto for a while. So we know that Bitcoin was called digital gold. Which coin was called digital silver? So back in the day, when Bitcoin was a lot younger than it is now, what cryptocurrency was called digital silver? Let's see if anyone can get this right. And remember, I need the full name. I need the full name, not the ticker name. So there are a few people who've got that right in chat, but you need to give me the name of the coin. It's not Bitcoin. Bitcoin is digital gold. Not Ethereum. Ethereum was never referred to as digital silver. Ethereum's name is more, I think the people have called it the internet computer. I think people have called that. A few of you have got that right now. Congratulations. It's not BNB. It's not Ethereum. It's not, what else have people put? Gold. It's not gold. Why would gold be called digital silver? So 11 of you got that right. The answer is Litecoin. It was never going to be an easy question, which is why I only put in a certain number of prizes. Eagle Wings is correct. Anonymous user. Munaya, congratulations. Tariq and Andy, well done. That was not an easy question. It was never meant to be an easy question. It was meant to be a hard question. Remember, we mix the questions up. Some are easy, some are hard. It's not about being right or wrong. If you don't know the answer, you don't know the answer, and we tell you. Now, I'm not going to ask a difficult question now. I'll ask an easy one that you will all know. Now, this isn't so much as of a question that you should know the answer to. This is a hypothetical question. If you've watched the channel for a long time, you're going to know the name of this. Now, I only want you to give me the name of the token. So, just give me 1 second. Let's have a little look. Where are we? 1 minute. I shall not be a second. Okay. Right, I want the ticker name of this token. So what coin will X use? I want the 4-character ticker name. What coin will X use? If you've watched us before on any of these channels, you're going to know which one of these coins I've said it's going to be. What coin will X use? A couple of you have got that right. Quite a lot more of you got that right. Now, loads of you getting it right. This is how it should work. Congratulations, there's an absolute metric ton of people getting this one right now. Marlene, you're saying it's XRP because you want it to be XRP. I don't think it is going to be XRP. I think it's going to be this coin. And I think the answer is Doge. Dogecoin is going to be the token offered by X. Why do I think that? Because a few weeks ago, Elon Musk turned around on X and said that X is Doge friendly. So there is no other way than something cataclysmic would have to happen for it not to be Doge. So Mr. San or Mrs. Ann, congratulations. Addy, Eagle Wings. Eagle Wings has got every question right so far today. Love Life, IP Man, welcome back. 34 of you got that right. Well done. Congratulations. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning, Munaya. Congratulations to you all. I told you I'm not going to ask easy questions all the time, but I'm not going to ask difficult questions all the time either. So the next one, again, easy. In fact, it was the anniversary, I believe, it was the anniversary of the Switch. That might give you a clue. Ethereum. Is Ethereum proof of work or proof of stake? Is Ethereum proof of work or proof of stake? Just type either POW or POS into chat and I'll give you a shout out if you get it right. Is ETH POW or POS? How is Bitcoin looking on this chart? We look like this again, don't we? We look like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. Do we think that's going to happen? We didn't do it, did we? We didn't do it. So, I think we're going to come back to 26,800. Unless we can have a surge. Is ETH POW or POS? Lots of correct answers. 52 in fact. 58 correct answers. 60. 67 correct answers. Crikey, that's a lot. Nick, congratulations. Mose, Crypto Mafia, welcome back. Not seen you for a few days. Lucy, Eagle, Tariq. Too many to read out now. The answer is proof of stake, and I think it was the anniversary of the switchover. I believe it was the anniversary this week or end of last week. One of the two. One of the two. So let me know in chat. Is my graph going to play out, or are we going to break 28,000? Let me know in chat. Are we going to break 28,000 or are we going to come down to 26.8? Let me know what you think. I think we're going to come crashing down. The graphs are starting to look very similar. Right. Next question. Actually, it's nearly 10 past, so this will be the last question of the show. I'll make it an easy one. So this is a character. This is a character that is on Facebook. Sorry, not Facebook. Twitter an awful lot. I want you to tell me what CZ's number for FUD is. So it's a number. All you have to do is type the number into chat and you have won. What is CZ's number for FUD? Type that into chat and let me know. Nearly everybody's going to get this right, I think. And as they should. We don't want to ask a difficult question as the last question. 10 past 12. We started at 11 o'clock. We've done an hour and 10 minutes. I don't want to keep you all day. You've got lives to live. You've got crypto to buy. You've got crypto to sell. I'm going to keep that line on the chart, by the way. So when we come back tomorrow, we're going to revisit this chart and see where we are. Nothing would make me happier than to be proven wrong, and tomorrow we'd be sitting at 28,400. That would make me really happy. I just can't see it. I just can't see it. 63 of you have got that right. Well done, every one of you. Gerardi, congratulations. Tariq, well done. Eagle Wings. Stephanie, lots and lots of people. Lucy, Ali, Moni, Mutab, well done all of you. You are all winners. Don't go. Marlene, I'd love to stay, but I don't want to outstay my welcome. The thing is, it's great to do the quiz. Great to come on here and have a chat. But it's also good to kind of have limits on the show. So like, we started at 11 o'clock. It's now 10 past 12. That's an hour. You know, I can't stay forever. So what I'm going to say to you, I'm going to do the housekeeping now. So if you are new to Crypto Warehouse, we are Crypto Warehouse. We make videos on certain platforms. We stream every day on certain platforms. Tomorrow we are streaming on all of the platforms. So make sure to set a reminder for tomorrow. I'll be back at 11 o'clock tomorrow. So this time tomorrow, minus an hour, is when we'll go live tomorrow. What we will do normally is we'll look at 2 or 3 projects or 2 or 3 coins we do the TA on. If you want me to do TA on any token, message me on whatever platform you're watching me on and I will do the TA. We get requests all the time. We got requests to do Arbitrum the other day. We got requests to do Pepe. We do take requests. Let us know what you want us to do tomorrow. I will make the agenda tonight, so it's all ready for the morning. So make sure to follow us, give us a like. I'll see you at 11 in the morning with another round of crypto news. We're another day closer to the halving, which means we're another day closer to all-time highs. Remember, zoom out. Don't get caught up in short-term noise and short-term confusion. Just remember that your 2 or 3 year time horizon will play out. It's played out 4 times in the past. It's going to play out again. Stay with crypto. Remember what I said. Don't be shaken out by BlackRock and the big boys. Hold on to that Bitcoin for dear life. And with that, I will put the countdown on. I will put a 10-minute countdown on. I will drop a box. And I will see you all in the morning. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, Tariq. Thank you, Sonia. Thank you, Andy. Thank you. Adil's not been in today. I don't know where he is. But I'll see you all in the morning. Take care.